Okay, so we're making a Hobby Lobby trip. And I want to try out some new yarn, some thicker yarn. I've been using yarn that requires like 5mm or 4mm crochet hooks, and I've been using a 5mm. I do want to buy yarn that I could use to gift someone something. So I'm thinking about rainbow because I want to gift a blanket to my aunt-in-law's daughter. Let's see how many. It says I could do 5. How much is this? Oh my gosh, $22. It's pretty, but I'm gonna be experimenting, so I would rather get something that isn't too expensive, but I still want a big. I want a reason to purchase a bigger yarn needle. You know what I mean? Ooh, baby yarn. It's probably the type of yarn I should get. They have really nice colors. And there's a rainbow. But what size? 8mm. I mean, I don't have an 8mm, and I will be able to buy something. Let me see. If I purchase this, it's gonna be, I don't know, how much would I need? It's like $5. I cannot decide. Look at all the options. Like, initially I wanted to do like a rainbow bed sheet where the color slowly changes, but then there's all this rainbow yarn that I could just buy, and it would be awesome. Oh, and there's a big bulk. Okay, so this is $5, that, and then this is $7.99. I am tempted to just buy the big bulk. I'll probably be able to make a pretty sweet blanket if I just buy rainbow yarn. Light rainbow or dark rainbow? I don't know. Okay. Alright, let's do a little yarn haul. So I got I got a 3.5mm hook. It has a bamboo handle, a 9mm hook, and a 6mm hook. Beads for a project, another project that I'm doing. So 2 shades of wooden beads, and then I got, this is not mine, then I got yarn for a blanket that I'm going to be making. Excited. It's baby bee yarn, and this is what I needed my 9mm hook for. Excited. So this is like a heather purple, they call it grape jelly, and this is like a nice pink. The colors don't show up well, but that's okay. Okay, so I've chained my starting chain, and now I am going to look double crochets into all these stitches. So this one, I'm chaining a double crochet into every other stitch for the second row. So far, do I think I'll ever buy this again? No, I don't think I'll ever work with this yarn again, but I also don't care for this hook. I think I like the metal hooks a lot better. Now I'm gonna add the pink. I'm doing like every 2 rows I'm gonna switch color now. So this is called Cozy Rosy. Cozy Rosy. Okay guys, just had my glass of coffee and we're back working on this blanket. So this is what it's looking like so far. This is it with the baubles. I think I like it, and I think based on how I'm doing my color change, it'll always have pink baubles. That was not planned, but that's what's happening. And I have two skeins of yarn attached, and it's been working. I've just been pulling up the next working color on the next end, and I think I am going to do a border, but I don't know what that is going to be yet. So let's get back to it. Okay, so my observation so far with working with this yarn is that it takes some time, for me at least, to get into like how I need to handle it. I feel like I need to learn how to like hold this fabric, because it feels like if I pull this yarn too hard, I'll like free the yarn, and there is some friction that is happening on the hook. But last night when I realized, like, the longer I spent using the hook and crocheting, it got a little easier and a little faster for me to crochet with it. But I think it takes like a certain amount of force and yet gentleness with the material and the hook. I think it's definitely not for, at least for me, it's not for like when you want to like zip through a project, you know, like, you know, the feeling of like just pulling the thread through your hands and you're just zipping on to the next loop, and you're going and you're going and you, it's not really that kind of material and crochet hook. Maybe if I changed the crochet hook it would be different if it wasn't metal. I like how soft it is, but I don't know if I would use it again in a rush. But the blanket is coming out pretty cute, and the reason why I am doing quote-unquote loose weave is because we live in California and it doesn't stay cold for long, and we're leaving the winter months, and I want this blanket to be able to be used throughout the year if so desired. I believe they have AC, so, you know, turn up that AC and it should be able to be used, or it could just be used as like a snuggle blanket, you know, like when you want to get cozy. Last night I was able to order a tag for these, and it has like their last name, because this is a blanket intended for I believe she's 5 now, 5-year-old who just had a baby sister born, and it's kind of like a joint gift where she's gonna, and I want to make it like a sister snuggle blanket, a big sister snuggle blanket, you know. And if they do decide to keep it, you know, for the rest of their lives, I don't want to just put one name on it, so I'm putting their last name. So for example, if their last name is James, I'm putting like the James sisters on it in a little tag, and I'm really excited. Okay, so I got 2 more skeins of yarn so I can continue working on this, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay guys, so I ran out again and there wasn't any of the yarn in the at the store, so I had to order online. So I have my 1 more of the purple, and then I have 2 pinks, and I'm pretty much just gonna finish crocheting the rest of the blanket, and I'll meet you back when I'm done and show you how I decide to tie off all these things. And yes, I am at the hospital. I'll update you guys about that a little later. Alrighty, so I'm almost at the end of this blanket, but here's my dilemma, guys. I only have 1 more ball of this yarn. And I wanted to do a bauble border, but that may have to change because this only does like 2.5 rows. So I have like 1.5 more of purple. And so there's supposed to be 2 rows here, this bauble row, and then like this, and then a row of just pink going like that. There's no way I could do that without compromising how much pink I have left for the border. So I was only going to use pink for the border, but that's no longer an option. I'm going to have to do pink and purple, and I think I'm going to have to either find a way to space out my baubles that I wanted to have as the border, or choose a different border. I also had to stop and just do 1 of these for the last row of pink in this blanket, and then I had to cut it and then go back to the end where the purple was waiting to be reattached, and now I'm going to do only 1 row of purple to end it, so I have enough yarn to do a border. I'll show you guys what border I decide to do once I'm done with it. I'm really excited with how it turned out. I love this that I got from Etsy. I'll put the store down below. I ended up doing baubles as the ends, and I think it worked out. I decided for the top to not bother doing any baubles on top, so they could be a clear bottom, and then I did a pink bauble end. But this is the blanket. It is a lot heavier than I thought it was gonna be. But I think that's okay. I think this is a blanket that I want the girls to grow into. And at first I hated the material, and now I think I really like it. My only issues is like tying off. I feel kind of funny about how to tie off on this, but it turns out I just do a bunch of knots. It's fluffy enough. Yeah, and in terms of the hook I was using, my 9mm hook, I didn't like it when I started, but now I think it's fine. It just requires a little bit more force because of how much friction it needs. But I think it turned out pretty good, and I'm going to wrap it and gift it and send it off to its new home. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Like and subscribe, and comment down below